Bill from Eureka, Missouri. I was under the impression that Buck Robley became Bruiser Brody's mentor and advisor. I've never heard Dutch talk about Robley. I thought Robley's run in Central States as Booker from 77 to 79 was the best run in the territory in my lifetime. So, Buck Robley stories.
Okay, where did he say the best run in the territory? Where was it?
Central States. So that'd be
That's
Kansas City, yeah.
Kansas City. I never knew Kansas City to draw a dime, to tell you the truth. But with a good booker, it is possible. We drew a little bit of money out there, me and Ron Bass, when I was out there with Ted and Jerry Oates. We drew a little money, but not much. I think Robley made his big booking move. He had in two play in Mid-South, Bill Watts' territory, and in, I think, San Antonio for Tony Blanchard's dad.
Joe.
They had Joe Blanchard. And I always heard he was a good booker, but Buck's, you ever seen Buck Robley in the ring?
I'm just looking at a picture of him now. He's quite skinny, and he seems to be looking at his own arm with like a big weird cast kind of thing on it.
Yeah, because he always said he had a broken arm for like 2 years, and he wore the cast and he used it. He'd knock people out with it, which wasn't a bad gimmick, to tell you the truth. Buck could get heat, but in talking to Buck wasn't the most friendliest guy in the world. He had a different personality. He was all business between, smoking dope and drinking beer. And he was about half hammered most of the time. And I met him in Puerto Rico. He came down there to book, and he lasted about, I don't know. And I knew he wouldn't last there because his personality didn't fit there. I think he lasted about a month. Then he left. And the question was again, what about Buck?
Buck Robley became Bruiser Brody's mentor and advisor. Is that true?
In San Antonio. They were pretty close. I think Buck and Brody would talk about Japan a lot. And I think Buck saw an opportunity to latch on to Brody. So he would be considered with some of those Japanese tours, which I don't blame him there. And if Brody was willing to take him, good. And if they enjoyed each other and they were friends, but he wasn't too bad in the booking department. It was everything, the antisocial attitude he had. Because I have never sat down with the guy and talked to him. So I just hear just different rumors about him. And that's about my extent with him.